So there's the individual components like heme iron, for example.
We talked about that last time. The heme iron is only associated with poor outcomes in the U.S. It's not in
That's
other,
actually not true.
It's not. It's
actually not true.
In other countries.
That's not true.
Well, let's let him, and then we can.
That's not true.
You can refute it.
Do you know?
Hold on.
In the FANG meta-analysis, which looks at most of the studies that have been done on that.
Right. Do you know how do you read a forest plot? Yes or no?
I don't.
What does that mean?
That's basically looking at the confidence intervals.
What's it called? A forest block?
Forest plot.
Plot? Okay.
Yeah, because it kind of looks like a bunch of trees, right?
Okay.
So you don't know how to read a forest plot. So have you actually looked at the study that you referenced?
I have looked at the study.
Okay, so we don't know how to read it. So it's kind of, first of all, he said that what he put up on the screen, I don't know if you've still got the slide, but you said that the heme iron association was only in Americans, right? But the conclusion of that study said that heme iron was associated with cardiovascular disease. That was the conclusion of the study, which he didn't put up on the screen. Okay. And then second of all,
the quote I put up was, with respect to heme iron intake, we found a significant association only in the studies that were based on American cohorts.
Right. So there's two things about that.
That was from the study.
Okay. First thing, I can't link to my slide. I don't know where it is. But basically, can you just read the conclusion of that study? Because I can't find my slide. The conclusion is down here.
A higher dietary intake of heme iron is associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, whereas no association was found between cardiovascular disease and non-heme iron intake or total iron intake.
Okay. So, yeah. And then
I just read the quote just now
which was incorrect, by the way. The authors made a mistake. So
how did they make a mistake?
So if you look at this forest plot, for example, this Kipstein-Grobusch, and you can go and look at I've looked at the individual studies that they were referencing in the meta-analysis, as has my scientific team. So basically you see this, this is a 1.86 with the confidence interval being 1.14 to 3.09, okay? That is statistically significant connection between heme iron and it wasn't your fault, is that I think you read the study, but you admitted that you don't know how to read forest plots. And the forest plots, if you did look at them and you knew how to read them, you'd show that there were 3 in the Netherlands and in Sweden that did show a significant correlation. Because what you were trying to make out with this point, which I understand when you have a point of view and you're trying to work it backwards, what you end up doing is you try and find studies that suit your position. And so you went and found this study and you found a quote, even though you didn't like to put the conclusion of the study.
No, I did say that there. But hold on. I did acknowledge that there was an association, but it was based on American cohorts.
Yeah, but it's not.
Was in there.
But it's not. And it's not your fault because the people whoever wrote the write up for the study made a mistake. There were statistically significant because 1.14 to 3 means that there was like a 14% to 300% increase in that one study of. From the Netherlands, the Kipstein-Grobusch. And for people watching, they can go and look at the study, look at the conclusions.
Yeah.
There were 3.